This is really startling. Have you seen this right here? A driver doing stunts right in the middle of a crowded intersection. Bystanders in the road there hit as he tries to drive off.
Yeah, so dangerous. The dramatic arrest caught on camera as well. All of this happening at the intersection of North Side and 17th Street. Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery is there live. Madeline, I understand you spoke to a state trooper about how they're dealing with what happened and how they're trying to stop this in the future.
That is right. This is an extremely busy intersection, and the trooper says that it's a wonder more people were not hurt during this event. We're going to show you the video, but we want to warn you, it is a bit violent.
Shake my head, Atlanta.
A reaction a lot of folks are having to this street stun video from Sunday evening in West Midtown.
Oh my gosh!
Several different vehicles taking over the intersection of Northside Drive and 17th Street to do donuts as onlookers stood close by.
Somebody's gonna get hit, man.
And they did. When a trooper showed up, the driver of this Ford F-150 tried to get away, hitting several people in the process and injuring one, according to Georgia State Patrol.
Oh, the constables are coming. That's it, the constables are coming. Oh, you go! Oh, rim over. Oh, you go. You go, baby. You go. You caught, buddy. You caught.
You have to balance the need for getting the person stopped versus the danger it's posing to the public. But somebody that's going to do donuts in the middle of an intersection at 7:30 on a Sunday when there's traffic everywhere obviously doesn't care about anyone else's safety.
Stunt driving and street racing incidents are becoming more common in the metro, according to troopers.
We created the crime suppression unit where that's all they do. They just go out and look for, aggressive drivers. They go look for the street racers.
Georgia State Patrol works with local agencies to find street racers and stunt drivers.
The ones that promote and organize these events will put it all on social media to get their gathering. So we just, look at social media, pay attention to where they're going.
Georgia legislators are also trying to curb the problem. In 2021, they passed laws that made harsher punishments for people who participate in street racing or stunt driving, and they also make it where folks that promote or organize these events can also be prosecuted.
What the heck?
Trying to stop situations that may seem fun until someone gets hurt. Captain Burns says they're still really early in this investigation and more people could be arrested. Reporting live in West Midtown, I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.